Hi, welcome to Thursday's Weekly's News Report. I'm Ashley, coming to you with the latest news. On this week's report, we are going to discuss Canada's withdrawal from the Kyoto Protocol, a new immigration policy for Muslim women, and the agreement between Iraqi Prime Minister and President Barack Obama. Monday morning, Canada withdrew from the Kyoto Protocol. Canada now stands alone as the first country to shut the door on Kyoto, walking away from the agreement because of its costliness. Environment Minister Peter Kent has stated that the decision to withdraw will save the government an estimated $14 billion in penalties. The Conservatives blame the Liberal government, who signed the accord, to take little action to make the necessary greenhouse gas emission cuts. The emission reduction targets contained in Kyoto are legally binding, and Canada is well behind in meeting its obligations. Despite dropping Kyoto, Canada will still work towards a legal binding agreement to address global emissions that allow the country to continue creating jobs and economic growth. This will not come into effect till 2020. In other news, on December 12, 2011, Immigration Minister Jason Kenney announced the Muslim women in Canada to remove all face covering before they can recite the oath of citizenship to become a Canadian citizen. The wearing of the Muslim headdress, such as the niqab and the burqa, has stirred controversy in Canada, as well as other nations. In a court hearing in Canada, for the purpose of cross-examination, a woman was asked to remove her face veil for the defendant to be able to see her facial expressions. In 2010, the Quebec government issued a bill which prohibited women in government line agency jobs from wearing religious face covering. The bill has not yet been passed, and the European nations such as Spain, Belgium, and Holland have banned the wearing of a burqa in public. It is now up to Canada to decide if they will follow in the footsteps of European countries. Now to our final clip. U.S. President Barack Obama and Iraqi Prime Minister Maliki sat down December 12, 2011 to mark the end of a 9-year war and the beginning of a new relationship. Obama confirmed no bases or troops would remain in Iraq next year. Obama has stated that no other nations will interfere with Iraq's sovereignty. U.S. officials are closely watching how neighboring Iran may seek to influence Baghdad after U.S. troops withdraw. Early signs of how Iraq may orient itself could come from how it handles the troubles in Syria, where the United Nations says 4,000 people have been killed in a government crackdown on protesters. While Obama has called for Syrian President Assad to step down, Iraq has made more circumspect, with Maliki warning of civil war if Assad falls and abstaining from Arab League votes suspending Syria's membership and imposing sanctions. Obama said he and Maliki were both deeply concerned by Syrian government's assault on its own people. And Obama was confident Iraq's leader approach to dealing with Syria was based on its own nation's interest. About 1 million U.S. troops have cycled through Iraq since the war began nearly 9 years ago. Obama has stated that the military can officially withdraw from Iraq with honor and their heads held up high. Maliki said Iraq will still need the U.S. to help with security issues, combating terrorism, and training and equipping the Iraqi military. The U.S. will also assist in other areas, including education and developing its wealth. He said that there is a very high aspiration for the relationship between the two nations. This is Ashley Yee, signing out. Have a nice day.